Hi, this is Gary Kayye, and we are now sitting down with Sam Taylor, who is the Executive Vice President and COO at Almo COO. Hey, Sam.
Hey Gary, how are you today?
Doing well, and appreciate you taking the time today to talk to me about the E4 AV tour. I'd like to, I do want to talk to you about the tour, but I'd first like to ask you a question because at your level, you're talking to people that most of us don't get a chance to talk to. And obviously, we're still in sort of a questionable economy, but AV seems to so far be on a tear this year, and growth as well as going really well this year in our industry. What do you see for those that are out there that aren't maybe growing as fast as some of the others? Where do you see, or the people that you're talking to, the growth opportunities for our market?
Well, we're seeing growth in a couple different areas. Obviously, digital signage has been talked about for many years, but this year we're seeing huge deployments of digital signage across many different types of, whether it's banks, restaurants, and we're talking large-scale deployments. So we're seeing digital signage really take off. Um, We're seeing a big increase in hospitality. Hotels are getting rid of their 32-inch CRTs and replacing those with flat panels. We're also seeing tremendous growth in video walls. That's pretty much in corporate America and also in some digital signage applications as well. But video walls as a technology, the companies that participate in that, like NEC and Samsung, their products are really hot, and we're seeing a lot of video walls being deployed by our integrators. And the other area that we're seeing a lot of growth in is the folks that are involved with video teleconferencing. Their businesses seem to be really strong and really growing. I see that area just continuing to expand. You know, as the economy continues to struggle, and it's much easier to put on a video teleconference and do it instantaneously than fly people and pay for the hotels and go through all that logistics.
Yeah, and it's actually we're now at a year where it's actually paying off. I mean, 10 years ago they would say it's cheaper than travel, and that was really sort of the marketing hook for video conference. But now we're actually seeing it true because there's two costs. There's the cost of the travel, and then there's the cost of being fondled through security and the time that's involved that used to not take that long to go and make a flight. Now if you're going on a 1 hour flight, it takes 4 hours to get there because you have to get to the airport so early. And speaking of video walls, the Christie micro tiles, I mean, I see those all over the place. You mentioned some of the flat panel manufacturers, and I know that you're distributing that product now, and that will be at your show. So that kind of gives me a good segue for you to talk about why you think people should attend your show.
Well, I think if they go to our show, one of the courses that's being taught there is about video walls. So for the integrators that aren't involved in that technology, it's a good opportunity to come and learn about that and get educated in that particular technology segment. But there's also classes on digital signage that are being taught there. And as you mentioned, Christie Micro Tiles is a very unique product. We've done well with that. Our integrators like it. Basically, they're video Legos that you can build any kind of shape out of it that you can imagine. And so people are deploying those where they're not going to put a traditional video wall. They might have a 2 by 20, a 3 by 18 long thin wall. I might build stair steps in a lobby to attract attention. It's a really unique product, and I think it's got a lot of applications, even more than we thought when we first became a distributor for them.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of the most creative new products we've had in our industry in years, and I agree that video conferencing has come a long way, and I know that that's an area that your organization has really helped focus the industry on. Supporting the manufacturers that are supporting our industry and not just going through the telephony channels. One last question for you before I let you go. You'll actually personally be in attendance at both the Chicago and the New York events. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So this is an opportunity for people to. I mean, will you have time to meet with people? Will you have time to talk to them and then
Sure.
get a chance to get your perspective on things?
Sure, and I love to go to the shows because that's where I learn from our resellers, our integrators, our vendor partners, and folks like you and Al, and it's a great opportunity for me to stay abreast of what's going on.
Well, that's excellent. I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm honored that you guys have asked me to do it again this year, and we now have more to even talk about than ever before since your beloved Pittsburgh college. Your beloved Pittsburgh, what are they, Panthers or something
Panthers.
weird like that? It's at least they could have picked something more normal like Tar Heels, like my North Carolina, soon to be 2011 or 2011-2012 national champion basketball team. Knock on wood. Anyway, so we'll have a little bit more of a rivalry now that they're all part of the same conference. But I look forward to seeing you in Chicago in a couple weeks, and again in New York a few weeks after that.
Well, thanks for coming out. We appreciate having you, Gary, and look forward to seeing you there.
And thanks for your time today, and have a great weekend.
All right, you too. Take